Hey guys, me again. Today is Tuesday, April 29, getting towards the end of April. I thought originally I might hit 180 by the end of April, but not gonna get there. Not gonna get there. So, but I came up the stairs today, 50 flights, like I do every day. Came up in 1732. I'm sweating pretty heavy. Weighed myself this morning. I was 198, so I backed off a pound of my 197.5 all-time low since I've been doing this, since March. It's technically March 10th. I changed my diet March 1st, but March 10th I started doing the stairs, and I started with 35 flights, and then I built up to 50 pretty quick, and within a week, and been doing 50 ever since. So sometimes, you know, not just Monday through Friday, sometimes it's also Saturday. So sometimes I do it 6 days a week. But I hope you guys are staying with what you're doing. I hope you've got goals. I hope you're writing them down. You know, and you know, if you don't know where to start, just pick one. Just pick one thing. You know, one thing that you want to work on, and just think about, you know, just write the goal down, and then write all the steps it's going to take to get that goal done. You know, and give it a timeline, because, you know, basically they say that goals are dreams with a deadline. So, you know, a lot of things, unless it's really urgent in your life, unless it's an emergency, you know, you're just never going to get around to it. So you really have to impose some kind of deadline, a timeline, and you have to be accountable. So tell somebody, you know, by the end of the month I want to lose 5 pounds, you know, and be accountable, and report that to somebody, and be, you know, forcing yourself to be accountable is really going to make all the difference, because otherwise, you know, you can tend to slip, and it's really hard. So like I said, that's one of the reasons why I started doing these videos, was because, you know, I know if I don't make a video, I didn't do it. You know, it's just like, you know, in the audit world, you know, if it's not written down on paper and signed by somebody, it didn't happen. So you can't prove it. So my deal is, you know, I said I was going to do 50 flights every day that I'm here at work, and making a video is literally the physical evidence of my commitment and my accountability. So that's how I decided to do it. I just decided to videotape myself every day up here after I've climbed 50 flights, you know, and that's just how it is. I mean, you know, that's the proof, and that, you know, that keeps me going. I know I have to do it. It makes it important. It really puts it on my schedule. I have to make time for it. I have to, you know, think about it. It makes me be mindful. I have to think about, you know, what am I going to say, you know, and I'm not really obligated to say anything, but, you know, I feel like I might as well take what I'm doing and make it a positive thing, and, you know, try to help other people, encourage them and inspire them to, you know, be committed to what they're doing, by showing them that I'm committed to what I'm doing. So write down your goal, you know, whatever it is, write it down. Write down a date, you know, some intermediate dates. I'm going to lose a pound by this date. I'm going to lose another pound by this date. Whatever it is. It doesn't have to be weight. It can be changing your diet. It can be, okay, this week I'm going to cut out, you know, sugar. I'm not going to have any, you know, white refined sugar. You know, and leave the rest of your diet. You can, you know, have whatever, hamburgers, pizza, blah, 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 whatever you want to have, but just like do one small thing at a time, and do that for at least 21 days, because that's what it takes to really establish a habit. It takes about 3 weeks. So, you know, take one small thing, make a small change, because don't try to change too many things at one time, because it's a recipe for disaster. I mean, I've done it before. I've done it many times. I'm sure other people have too, and maybe you have as well. But you try to change too much, and it's just too much, and you end up like flipping back even worse than you were before. That's my experience. So find small things that you can do, that you can change, you can improve upon, and then just build on it. Like once you feel like you've got one thing under control, then add another thing, just one other small thing. So, if you cut out sugar for a month and you feel like you've got that handled, then maybe you cut out, you cut out baked goods or something, you just cut out whatever it is, bread, something like that. And you build, because success builds on success. Success is can snowball. It has a snowball effect. So you want to make sure that you're identifying things, that you're writing them down, you're following through, and then you're following through, writing down what you did to get there. So, like I said, if it ain't on paper, it didn't happen. That's what I learned in the business world. So I think it's a good thing. And there's this ancient Chinese proverb that the faintest ink is stronger than the best memory. So write it down. And then something happens, when we write it down, it becomes real. It's the more ways that you do something, you say it, you think it, you write it, you read it, you dream it, all those ways are various ways of getting it internalized into your system. And it's just going to make it that much easier for you to remember, to be mindful of it, and be able to come back to that, be focused on it every day. So that's what I try to do. That's why I read a statement twice a day. That's why I write things down. That's why I have tasks that I do every day. That's why I have, I try to be consistent in doing the same thing every day. So, really that's what it takes, man. There's not really a difficult formula for success or for achieving your goals. It's pretty much just do it. Do it, be consistent, build on your progress, and that's how you get there. Like E.T. said, one step in front of the other, just like the stairs. One step at a time, one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, an hour at a time, a minute at a time, a second at a time. You just got to be very careful how you're spending your time, because time is really the only, one of the few resources you have that is not renewable. Once time is gone, it's gone. So every day you get, I think it's 86,400 seconds. You get all that time just given to you, and you can do anything you want with it. And the better use you make of it, the better your life is going to be. So I would just encourage you and challenge you to just be mindful of time, find out how valuable time is, find good ways to use your time, focus on your goals, give your goals deadlines, and you'll get there, man. One day at a time, one step at a time, 1 minute at a time. That's all it takes. And before you know it, you've reached a level you didn't even think you could get to. So I wish you the best. Good luck with what you're doing. And now, luck, I say luck, but it's really effort. Okay, but regardless, I wish you luck and good luck with everything that you're doing. And keep it up. And comment on my video if you want. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know if you have any questions, anything I can help with, or advice you might want, or just anything you want to say or tell me or share with people. Just go ahead, comment on my video. That's fine with me. And just keep on going. Like I say, runners run in circles, but I climb to the top. Keep on climbing. I'll see you next time.